Out there on the street every week doing what we're supposed to do. And we live a minimal lifestyle. Okay? Beginning from the Pastor on down, we live a minimal lifestyle. The pleasures that we have are very few. Okay? You're certainly not going to see a video from us having some Passover at a strip club, some lavish strip club, or doing a video Elder Pastor and the Hellcat, Hebrew and the Hellcat, which is a high-end vehicle. Wait a minute, how much is a Hellcat? How much is, let's type that in. How much is Hellcat? There we go. Vehicles, Hellcat. Look at that. I guess that's a nickname for a Hellcat, Dodge Challenger. Now I don't know what year when he did the video of Hebrew and the Hellcat. I don't know what year that Hellcat was. But that's a high-end vehicle. Look at that. The price of a 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat starts at $71,000 and goes up to $92,000. Now, wait a minute. What if I type in Hebrew and a Hellcat Sakari? Let me see what comes up. Hebrew and a Hellcat. Hellcat.
Before I continue to play the rest of this video, I'm gonna say a couple of things. But first and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers, pushing the truth and sincerity all over the earth. And I want to thank y'all, Bahashem Shai, for giving me the power and the spirit to do this lesson. And it's going to be not a particularly long one, I don't think. But we'll see where the spirit goes. But I just want to talk about, you're supposed to, you can just tell that these people, because in this video, the elder apostle, Gabar, went into a part of the segment, he was going into about Sakari and history about what they do and what the word means and stuff like that. And you could just tell, which I believe that these people are the people coming back on earth, man, because the history is that they left the guy kicked out at the time. It's not much I'm gonna speak on because I don't really know. So they left the guy kicked out, and then when they left or got kicked out from the group from GMS because they was a part of it, Deacon and the Gorilla Hebrew, they were a part and they got kicked out, and then they made the name Sakari. And Sakari throughout history has never had a good meaning, and I'm pretty sure they are more than well aware of the Sakari, what the name meant, what the name means, what the people actually did, who they were a part of. And the Sakari, for the most part, it was not with Yahweh Shai. They were not with him. So it makes sense. The stuff that they teach and the stuff that they believe, it makes sense. They're just following suit. They're following the lot. And we believe that these people, or I do, and I know I've I think I heard Elder Apostle Tahar say that he believes that Mr. Gorilla Hebrew is coming back. He's back on Earth in the Sakari lot in the video that he made not too long ago, I believe. So it just adds up, man. And then even the clothing, when I made a video about the Sakari, when I said the name means a lot, when they was talking about we don't find the writings of Paul authoritative. When I was looking at their clothing line, they know what it means, because it means dagger men, and that's literally one of the shirts that they have. It's not dagger men. It's called dagger gang, and the people that's following them, you're just as carnal as the people in this group, man, because you can understand this is a spiritual walk. They talking about some. If y'all don't answer this question, y'all don't go take this $1,000 to show up and debate. We're gonna start blitzing the camps. We're gonna start going up to y'all and doing this and doing that. That's carnal things, man. The carnal things. Why are you trying to debate? The scriptures say what they say and mean what they mean. Why do we have to go back and forth with you to see what the scriptures say and what they mean? You see, like the Elder Apostle Bar always says, it says the word is not up for debate, and it's not. It says what it says. You're not going to be able to change the meaning because you want to get on a debate. What does the scripture say? It says there's no private interpretation of the word, man. There's no private interpretation. You're not going to say it says it means this. Oh, it says I think it means this. And then we all just going to follow whatever we believe in our hearts. No, man. It's not what it says. And if you follow, and this is why I say I've been saying this more and more in pretty much every video. This is why we say not to follow these other groups. You can tell that these people are not in the ministry for the right reason. You can tell their doctrine is off just by their spirits and just by the things that they do. And we're about to see a perfect example. When you understand this word, you're supposed to put this word on you. You're supposed to become a new vessel. You see? And the thing is, before he plays this video, which I might even just go to it and play it, you can tell if you would not, well, I don't know the lyrics. We're gonna listen. Because you're only gonna play a little bit, but then I don't want to get onto what the elder was saying, the elder apostle was saying, and then the video. I want to get that in this video. There's no difference from a music video in the world from what you're getting ready to see, man.
I just want to.
There's no difference. Do you think the prophets back then were filming music videos and Hebrew and Hellcats and doing that? You could just tell their whole ministry, the whole thing is carnal. And you can tell just by the things that they say, the way that they act, their mannerisms. You can tell all this stuff, man. You can see the countenance. You can see it. They're ready to get carnal at any given time. They're over here having shotguns and ARs at camp. People with skull masks on, dagger gang shirts. And Sakari was all about stabbing people in the back. That's the history of them. That's on some damn Assassin's Creed shit. If I could put the damn dagger in your clothes and you have it, Assassin's Creed, when he had like a small dagger underneath his hand and he walk up to people, he'll walk up to somebody and just stab them. He had the hood on to stab them and blend into the crowd and get away. Starting drama amongst their people. You see? And they're all about it. You can tell that they fully don't really believe in Yahushua, man. And they don't really fully believe in the scriptures. Let's get to this.
What comes up? Yeah, see? See? There you go. There you go. Gorilla Hebrew and a Hellcat official music video. Yeah.
You can't tell no difference between a nigga in the world and this, man. You can't. Do you honestly think, what does that have to do with the ministry? What does any of this have to do with the ministry and the words of the scriptures, man?
That's a man of the Lord right there.
I came up off the streets of Tacoma. Since elementary, we were selling G's of marijuana. Told the teacher I wanna be a G. Bitch, keep that diploma. Niggas knew to stay away from me, cause they heard I keep that photo. Go ask D-Loc about me. Bitch, that's my big homie. Now I'm speaking.
Okay, man, all right, yeah. Hebrew and a Hellcat. There you go.
And do you see? These are the people that people are following, man. These are the people. Let alone the name Sakari. Let alone the name and what they did in times past. Now he got them making music videos, the rap songs, the truth music. You see? And this is why we say stop watching them other groups, man. Because they just going to do nothing but confuse you. Let's get some scriptures. And I'm going to close out. Because because you're supposed to become a new thing in this. Man. 1 second. So I gotta find what I wanted in here. I don't remember where it was that I wanted in here, so just bear with me. Oh, hold on. Let's read this. Hold on. What did it say? Hold on. Hold on. 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 7. It says, do you look on these things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is the anointed, let him of himself think this again, that as he is the Mashiach, even so are we the anointed. For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord hath given us for edification, and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed, that I may not seem as if I would terrify you by letters. For his letters say they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak and his speech contemptible. You see, hold on, let's read that again, man. For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord hath given us for edification, and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed, that I may not seem as if I would terrify you by letters. And that's not even the scripture I even wanted, but as I was reading to go through, that's what I see. Which the who gave the authority, which the Lord hath given us for what reason? For edification. Doesn't the scripture say let all how does that scripture go? All scripture is profitable for education, doctrine, reproof. That scripture, doesn't that say that? Come on, man. This is the scripture I wanted right here. Here we go. Paul describes himself. 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 1. We start at 1. Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and the gentleness of the anointed, who in the presence am base among you, but being absent am bold towards you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with the confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringeth into the captivity every thought to the obedience of the anointed, and having in all readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. But the point, the scripture that I wanted, is our weapons of warfare are not carnal. And therefore, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, even though we're in the flesh. But you have to put off things. We do not war after the flesh. We don't want to feed in and do the lust and do the things that the flesh desires over the spirit. And that thing right there, that whole music video, Hebrew and the Hellcat, come on, man. You know for a simple fact, what you're doing is going off. We do some music, some truth music, Hebrew and the Hellcat, and then like the whole Dagger Gang, and you have a Dagger Gang shirt, a Dagger Gang. What do you think? What do you think people gonna think of the ministry that's looking outside? You're supposed to do stuff not to get the ministry blamed. If you at camp with guns, skull mask, have your face covered. You look like a gang. That's what you look like. That's what people are gonna think. Oh, these Hebrews, right? Even though we know at a point in time the truth is going to be completely evil spoken of, which it already is, but completely evil spoken of, blasted all on the media, and then that's when the whole treason thing is going to come in. America will be like, these people are treasons, we got to kill them, we're going to do this, and they're going to start doing that. We know that's going to happen. We know that's coming. But you're feeding the field. You're at camp with things, doing this stuff, and you're doing all the worldly things. You see, this is supposed to be a spiritual walk. And you can tell these men are not spiritual. We're going to start pulling up to the camps. So now y'all going to start getting plane tickets, and y'all going to start getting a whole bunch of gas, driving places and flying places just to pull up to where people are, just to start something, just a debate. Because nobody wants to go on your show and debate the word. Like the elder apostle says, the word of the Lord, the word of the Lord is not up for debate. We're not here to try to, she says it's right here, but we'll do this to do that. No, man. It says what it says. And that's it. And if you can't receive it, hey, that's on you. This is John 3. Hold on, now bear with me. Because now I got to find where I want it here too. So just bear with me. Let me read through. Okay, here it is. John 3 and verse 10. Yahushua answered and said unto him, art thou a master of Israel, and knowest not these things? Verily, verily, I say unto you, thee we speak that we do know, and testify that we have seen, and ye receive not our witness. If I have told you earthly things, and ye believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things? You see? And the thing is, the reason I'm bringing this out is because these people don't even believe the simple things that's being brought out from the scriptures, the earthly things. How are they going to, if they don't understand and believe the simple earthly things, what makes you think they're going to understand the spiritual aspects of things? You see, they're not going to. They're not spiritual men. The Sicarii was never no spiritual men in the past. They're going to do, they can't even comprehend the earthly things, so they're not going to be able to comprehend the spiritual things. This is a spiritual walk. You see? Because what does the scripture just say that I just brought? It says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. You see, they always try to bring carnality into it. You're feeding after the flesh. The flesh in you wants to be carnal. You see? But that's what happens, man, because they obviously has a thing, just like the elder apostle said in this video. He mentioned that it's clearly it's a leadership thing. It's a power. It's a power thing. They don't want to be told how to do certain things, but that's how it's supposed to be. What does the scripture say? It says, "At least a man should teach me." You see, there is leadership and structure in Israel. We have kings. You see, you're not going to be the top dog. You're not going to be the top dog. And if you have no problem with not being the top dog, you have a problem. And you're not going to understand. You want to be the top dog. You want to be the end all be all. You see, you don't want to respect the leadership. You see, and authority. You don't understand those things. So you're not going to understand the spiritual aspect of why those things are like that. You see? But that's why we say not to follow these other groups, because they go off. They completely go off. They teach different things. Talking some Hebrew and a Hellcat. What about that was spiritual? What about that was spiritual? Like I said, if it wasn't no Hebrew and a Hellcat and we didn't know who those was, and depending on what he says in that video, you would think that was just a worldly ass video. You see? Let's go back to YouTube. Let's actually search it up. Hebrew. Let's listen to it. Which one is it? He has two of them. Hellcats are Trackhawks. They got a remix.
Hey,
They got a remix.
maybe some online buyer could buy our house.
I am
Awesome.
confused. Let's see what the
Yeah, what
comments
could go
say
wrong?
about this
A
video.
lot can go wrong selling your house today. Not if you sell the We Buy Ugly houses as is, fast, for all cash. For decades, sellers have trusted our fair cash offers. Call or click to sell.
The comment board is just this joint go loud. Fire, fire. Shalom. It says shalom. I heard some Hebrews and I felt that. Shalom, prophet of the old and mighty servant of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, much respect for your continued labor. About time I got off them on the West Coast beats. Banger. This dope chief snapped. All praise. All praise to who? Fire Malak. Wish it was longer. I'll be checking for the next one. Yahweh Ba Ha Shem Yahweh Mashiach Malak Yahweh Barak Atah. Killed it. Tacoma in the building. Like, where is the spirituality in any of this? It's just fires. And I promise you, baptize them in fire. And I promise you, all these people are more than likely followers of Sakari. You got the women on here. Tacoma in this bitch. Come on, man. Worldly. There's nothing different from this and a regular rapper's video, man. The only thing different is he knows that he's Israelite. That's it.
DJ Primal.
Come on, man. If you can't see what's wrong with this, then
I came up off the streets of Tacoma. Since elementary, we was selling G's of marijuana. Told the teacher I wanna be a G. Bitch, keep that diploma.
told my teacher I want to be a G. See? Do you see? Come on, man.
Stay away from me, cause they heard I keep that photo. Go ask D-Loc about me. Bitch, that's my big homie. Now I'm speaking, teaching precepts. We keep them loaded. Repent or feel the heat. Fuck that, each his own shit. Catch me in Atlanta on the East is on 6. I'm on flash shows, I'm on counter road, boy, I be on Glenwood. Try me, come on, nigga, I wish a bitch would. I'm like the big old engine that could. And like an engine, I don't work right unless I am in hoods. Grew up grooving, I ain't mess with in hoods. Now the 60s with me, we repented, it's good. You know I'm brewing like I went to sell that oil. I'm like, yes, Lord, let's judge.
Yeah, as you see, I don't know if this is the end. Hold on, it might be another verse.
I grew up grooving stupid, where them shells at? Young fools, only thing we knew to do was sell packs. Confused, then I heard some Hebrews and I felt that. Now I'm on a highway to heaven in a Hellcat. I grew up grooving stupid, where them shells at? Young fools, only thing we knew to do was sell packs. Confused, then I heard some Hebrews and I felt that. Now I'm on a highway to heaven in a Hellcat.
You can see his countenance, man. The countenance, you can see it all, man.
Where them
Let's back up a little bit. Hold on. You can just see it, man.
I came up off the streets of Tacoma. And on the big old engine that could. And like an engine, I don't work right unless I am in hoods. Grew up grooving, I ain't mess with in hoods. Now the 60s with me, we repented, it's good. You know I'm brewing like I went to school in Westwood. Yeah, Howard Shaw said sell that oil. I'm like, yes, Lord, let's judge.
He said
And it is
what?
good. You know I'm brewing like I went to school in Westwood. Yeah, Howard Shaw said sell that oil. I'm like, yes, Lord, let's judge.
Let's jug. I don't know what that means. Let's jug. He said, yes, Lord, let's jug. I don't know what that means. It's definitely some type of term, street knowledge, street term, street, whatever the case. But the point is made, man. You supposed to come in this thing, you supposed to be a new creature. And you could just tell that these people are not spiritual at all, man. So with that, hope the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers pushing this truth and sincerity all over the earth. I want to give another thanks to Yahweh Bashim Yashai for giving me the power and the spirit to do this lesson. I'll catch you guys at another one, Lord willing. Shalom.